everyone, welcome to today's video. I hope you are good. We're going to talk about that Bitcoin pump, another $1,000 added to the pile. Let's talk about it. So welcome everyone. Yeah, maybe my bearish calls were a bit wrong, but doesn't matter. I didn't really act upon them. I didn't do anything other than hold my bags and just wait to see what happened. That was the best way of doing things in terms of this. It's a very, very risky market right now. But I want to talk about a few things that people are forgetting about. Obviously, this is the weekly time frame on Bitcoin. We are looking okay. However, I'm still a bit bearish. I'm not going to be, trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Do not FOMO into this. There's a lot of influencers, a lot of Twitter people saying, oh, buy Bitcoin, buy the dip, there's the last chance to buy. Forget about them. You need to look at the price and what it's telling you. So, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe, hit the bell button and press the like button. I love you all, 7,000 plus people, which is amazing. So, let's have a little look at a few things. For me to be bullish, we need to cross over this bad boy. Wipe that out. As you can see, I've just wiped it out. So, the reason why I'm saying this, let me just make that. There we go. That would then form a higher high. So it would change the trend. So then that would allow us to, bear with it. If we're like this, and then it pulls back, and then it continues the trend going up. Yeah? Does that make... Does that make sense? Cool. Probably does. So, until then, I'm not bullish. Simple as that. Reason being, this has already formed a nice little allegiance to this directional bias, which you could probably argue is that, which is pretty mental realistically. So are we ranging? Yes. Are we still going to channel? Yes. Are we still bearish? Kind of. It's a bit of a weird one. So I know a lot of people look at me thinking, you're crazy, but the facts are we've not formed a higher high yet. Until we break over this 10k or 10.5 level, which is the last confirmation realistically, we're then bullish, boys and girls. We need to do that. So look at the higher time frames, you'll see further things. So I want to talk about something as well. Teeth back in. Traditional markets have not dropped yet. I still think they will. I think the SPX will melt over. I think the Dow Jones will melt as well. I think we haven't seen the full effect in force of COVID-19 with lockdown. Estimations of earnings, losses, etc., all this kind of stuff hasn't taken full effect yet because it hasn't realised that quarter yet. Next quarter, it could be a bit interesting. So that's why I'm a bit bearish. Yes, this is a halving pump. Miners will be looking to sell soon because this is quite a generous price. If they are selling longer term, they're going to keep their Bitcoin. They're going to manufacture the fact that they are going to keep that equity in fiat or whatever they may want to keep their operations running, allowing them to operate on a halving schedule, which will happen in 10 days time, give or take. So with that in mind, be bloody careful. FOMO buyers, do not be buying this sort of stuff yet. If you're looking to buy the dip, wait a little bit longer because it could dip a bit further. It's going to get quite aggressive if more and more liquidations happen and more longs are taken out due to this pump and this dump. You're going to have some interesting issues. So in terms of the pump and the dump, we have already lost this morning 6%. We've already lost $535 off the price of the top from this morning. That's huge. Now I want to do something else and I want to kind of show people this. This big, massive, horrible candle, remember it? Yeah, it was disgusting, right? What I want to do, and I've already done this on social media, you've probably already seen this. Now, if you measure this candle, right, I want to make it big and red, and we put it at the key level of where I identified before, bear with me. Oh God. Don't want to take the piss too much, man. Oh, nearly. So, I want to do this as well, just to show you something, just to make things very, very clear. We have obviously tapped the 618, or the 768. No, 786. Christ on a bike, I need to eat more Easter eggs. So if this candle does print like that, for example, and it could, we could have a weekly candle like that. If I go to the weekly time frame, you'll probably see it. Where's it gone? I don't know. Whatever. So imagine that's a weekly candle. That could happen. What would you do if that happened? Answers in the comments, please, because I think people will really shit themselves. That is a possibility. Why? This is just a formation of that candle just measured again. It could happen. It could realistically happen. Just be absolutely careful. If that does happen, things will get pretty messy. And that's what could happen with the stock market coming down. That's what could happen with the likes of the FOMO buyers being wiped out the market. People going long. People using leverage. Be mindful of what could happen in the future. People are FOMO into sell positions, into buy positions, into all kinds of positions because of the opportunity. Price action brings people to the market. Always does. Always will. So do not rule out that this massive candle wick could appear again. This massive bang could happen. If that does happen, you're looking at a $5,000 Bitcoin, give or take. It could happen. I'm not saying it, I don't want to say, oh, it's bullish and rosy, we're going to go to the world, but we've got to break out over here. If we don't break out over there, then we've got no chance of going higher because it's not going to happen. So, should you be taking profits? Well, maybe. It's not a bad idea. It's not the worst idea in the world, put it that way. So, in terms of this, as I've already said, halving's coming. In my view, I feel that this is a bit of a suspect trap right now. I think we're going to, for this to be valid, it has to stabilize up here. It has to consolidate for a while, sit on its hands for a bit, and let's see what happens. Then the next move will happen. The next move will be the retest of this level. If that doesn't happen, well, you can rest assured that these candles may well appear, and it may just go woof. And if you're looking for a buy zone, by the way, because I love people like buy zones, if this is the top, it may not be, it's not confirmed yet. Obviously, by the time this video is out, it might be 10k, who knows, and then you can disregard it. But if you are looking for potential buy areas, the 618 is at 6k levels from this top, which is kind of a neat area. Obviously, if this candle happens, well, it could go crazy. But in terms of confluence, it is all edging around. Well, if this area happens, just press the buy button. Trust me. If you start getting orders in and around here, not a bad place to be. So always look further afield. Always zoom out, have a look, and go from there. So there you go. That's today's video pretty much done and dusted in terms of that. I don't want to talk too much about it. I don't want to waste too much of your time. Nice, short, sweet. But just be mindful that this could be a trap. This could be a false dawn. It could be all kinds of other stuff. Wait for the higher high if you're looking to kind of get a bit more excited. You should have already bought. You should already be in Bitcoin. You should not be considering buying until we get, well, these levels, they're not buying out levels anyways, put it that way. So, thank you for joining. Please do subscribe, hit the like button, bell button, all kinds of good stuff. And I'll see you again very, 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 very soon.